Hi, guys. Welcome back to Delusional Diaries podcast. I'm Hallie.
And I'm Jazz. And I'm not sick anymore, but I did get Kevin sick.
I always wait for you to say like some dumb shit at
Yeah.
the beginning.
Well, I noticed when I don't do that. Okay, dumb shit. Whoa. I was just slow there.
It's always like, and da 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 da. I don't
Well, I
like,
always look at
dumb
you and
dumb,
I know
yeah.
you're not going to say anything, so I feel like I need to take that moment and just
just air
whatever
it
comes
out.
to mind.
Yeah.
But Kevin was sick our entire Mexico trip, which I felt really bad about. He had to call out of work for 2 days.
He wasn't there, obviously, if that wasn't clear.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. But while me and Hallie are in Mexico, I was sick leading up to that. I got better. He was sick the whole weekend, and I felt bad about that.
Yeah. But yeah, we were in Mexico this past week. It was like a little, it wasn't difficult to get there, but we just obviously had a layover. So kind of a long travel day. But on the way there, the layover really wasn't bad at all. It was like 3 hours, but by the time you got your bags, everything, we like went to the lounge and sat for like maybe an hour, and then it was like basically time to board our flight. And then the next flight felt like literally nothing from Mexico City to Puerto Escondido, which is where our final destination. That flight was like literally an hour long. So
that flight was actually hell for me personally.
Oh yeah.
My ears always get plugged on flights, but I've never had such earplug pain as I did on that flight. My face is like straight and I'm just like dripping tears.
I think that you should always now, like, because I feel like if you have that issue, I just think like it's like you weren't releasing pressure, you know what I'm saying? Which is not your fault at all. Like that happens.
Yeah.
But I think you should always chew gum while the plane descends.
Okay, well, I have like a jaw issue where I'm not supposed to do that.
You can't chew
I'm
gum?
not supposed to chew gum. I'm not.
What? Who even says?
No, I like actually do. Like
I swear to God, you make shit up. Like literally, I've never heard that.
I'm sorry. I'm just like a medical mystery. Okay, I have lots of problems. Okay, no, I have like I can get like
What's the
lockjaw
jaw issue?
like lockjaw.
Like TMJ?
Yeah, like that's.
Don't you get master Botox?
I haven't gotten in a very long time.
Okay, get the master Botox and chew gum.
Well, I stopped getting Botox, so now it's
Okay,
like
well, maybe you should get the masseter.
I don't
It's
know,
like a
it's kind of
medical issue.
up in the air. But anyways, so I don't chew gum unless like I need to chew gum normally. But even that didn't help my ear issue. Like my ears were plugged for like another 4 hours. Even one of them was plugged for like 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, I
was dripping in tears. I was in so much pain.
Yeah, I've had that happen before. Like if I have a sinus, like specifically if I'm coming down from like a sinus
situation?
No,
infection?
Like infection. Thank you. Because I used to get those really often. I haven't gotten one in a while, knock on wood, but I used to get them at least like 2 or 3 times a year. And if I would fly, like it would be like so much pressure in my head, like right here. It would be so fucking painful if you fly and stuff on it, obviously.
Yeah, I have that every day.
Yeah. So, well, it's elevated when you're in the air. I'm saying but I don't know. I mean, you can't chew gum for that. But in the ears, I feel like if you, I don't know, can't
It's
hurt.
normally not that bad, but I was like in unbearable pain. I was like, take me out.
Yeah. But once we got there, it was great. Well, I just didn't like the flight from Mexico City to Puerto Escondido because it was a local Mexico airline. Like it wasn't Mexican airline. Sorry, it wasn't like it was like Aeromexico or something, which is totally fine. I'm an idiot. It's on me, obviously. But obviously, I have like flight anxiety, and they only speak Spanish on that flight, which is like obviously like my fault for not being able to understand. But obviously I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I think everything they're saying is like the plane is going down every time. And because I can't understand it. So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. And there was some turbulence on the way back.
But I'm like, if no one is reacting to what's being said, it's clearly not bad.
I know. I was like looking around and I was like, okay, nobody seems to give a fuck. But for me, just like not being able to understand that would be a scary situation if the plane went down and you could not understand what was being said to like, put your mask on and then, we're going to go out these doors. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't be able to understand.
Someone would translate.
I don't know.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't love that, but again, like on me. But anyway, once we got there, it was great. It was like the road to our house that we were staying at, which the house we were staying at was like genuinely insane. So beautiful. It's called Casa Liria because a lot of people were asking what it was called because I think they were maybe wanting to go or something. Yeah, I think there's an Instagram. But it was literally the bumpiest road ever. Like you would not even think this is going to a house when I tell you. Like this van is like teeter-tottering all the way down. But then once you get there, insane.
Gorgeous.
originally were supposed to land in Mexico because we had to lay over in Mexico City. There's no direct flights, obviously. We were originally supposed to land in Mexico City at like 3:30, I believe, p.m. And there was a flight that was back to New York at 4:50, but we literally had to go get our bags from baggage claim and then go and like check them. And like they closed the checking bags an hour prior to the flight taking off. So that would have given us like literally 20 minutes to get off the flight, get our bags, go bring them to the baggage claim, and then start going through security. It just we wouldn't have made it. But we landed at like 2:45. So we landed a good amount earlier. And Jazz and I were like, wait, maybe we could make that flight because we have some time. So we literally like, we hustle. We get in a fucking Uber to the other terminal because of course it wasn't in our terminal. And then we go and we're like trying to buy these flights, like the new flights or whatever. And we keep like, Jazz keeps trying to check out on her phone, and every single time it's going up by like $200 or $300, which is really fucked up, honestly, that it does that. But then we basically could not get the flights to load. So we were like trying to buy them at the desk, and they kept sending us to other desks. And long story short, like we just kept wasting so much time. If we had like done it the right way, we essentially could have made this flight, but we literally kept fucking up. Slash, like other people were like telling us to go somewhere, and then somebody was like, go here, until finally this lady's like, no, it's impossible to get on that flight. Like, you're too late. And we were like, so we had to sit for like 8 hours in the Mexico City airport, which felt like a lifetime because our flight wasn't until 11:20 p.m. and we got there at like 2:45. Very long, but we made it home, and that's all that matters.
We released turtles. It was a really exciting experience. It was the closest experience I've had to like giving birth. Like that is my child out there in the ocean, and I hope they're doing well. It was like creating life. They like hatched like an hour and a half before we put them in the beach, and they walked into the water, and the water kept like the waves kept crashing, and they kept getting like pushed up back towards us, and they're really quite resilient. Because honestly, if I were a turtle, I would have given up.
It was honestly painful to watch because like they would get so fucking close, and then they would just get pushed like 8 feet back into them. That's like,
and their little
10
like
miles.
Legs are so small, and they're so small, and it was so discouraging.
Yeah,
but every single one of them made it into the water.
Yeah, but they said the turtles, if they were to hatch from the ground naturally and then go to the ocean, they would have a 1% to 2% chance, like of all the turtles, 1% to 2% chance of surviving, which is so small, obviously. Like, so out of the 100 eggs that hatch, 1 or 2 would make it, which is literally insane.
So sad.
But then when like humans release them and like interfere with that, it raises the percentage to between 20 and 50%, which is still like, I kind of was like not loving hearing that. I was like, wait, what? Like,
But
only
there's
half
like
of
natural
these?
things that happen.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, they all made it to the water, obviously.
But people were commenting saying like, you can't touch the turtles. We never touch the turtles. Like everyone that does that job is very well aware of like what it takes to make a turtle survive.
Yeah.
And are very cautious with that.
They're literally
So
saving
we
them.
did in fact save the turtles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, essentially it was very gimmicky in the sense that like they did not need us. Like we did nothing except they put a turtle in our bowl and we literally set it on the ground, and you don't walk with it because if the waves get pushed back, like people can step back and then like crush the turtle. So you literally just stand behind this line and watch it. Like you do nothing. But it's like,
But
it was
those
still
donations
fun.
really help save all the turtles.
Yeah. And I was so happy to like see it up close.
And you know what? I feel like because I saved a turtle, I can use a plastic straw for a little bit.
Oh.
Well, like cancels out. It's like PEMDAS.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I feel less guilty about it now.
Okay.
So
there's lots of like, I just don't think paper straws are necessary is the thing. Like a paper straw is truly the worst invention on the planet. It sucks. It doesn't work. It honestly, everybody just ends up throwing it away halfway through the drink. Like it's unnecessary, but there are good like compostable straw options that aren't plastic, but are a lot more like firm.
I will say I never really minded the no straw policy until I got the Botox or like filler in my lip.
Oh,
I never really minded drinking like a drink like a normal way up until that.
I want to drink water normal. Like I want to drink it out of a glass. I don't like a straw with it. But like Diet Coke like kind of needs a straw in my opinion. Or like especially like a smoothie when they give you a fucking paper straw. Oh, jail. Oh my God, that is the worst. And it tastes terrible too.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But there's like literally there's like compostable straws that are made out of like corn. Like one of my coffee shops has them, and it's like literally
good?
they literally feel like a plastic straw. Like they feel great, but they're like
obviously expensive.
maybe
I'm
more
assuming,
expensive for
yeah.
that. But I don't think I just don't believe it's that expensive to manufacture a lot of those. I really don't think if you buy in bulk, I don't think it would be that crazy expensive. I don't know. I'm not a supply chain, but.
We should ask Izzy.
Oh yeah, she was a supply chain manager. That's so
Yeah.
fucking funny. It's so funny to find out like what
our friends'
influencers did
jobs
for
were.
like Hallie majored in like fucking Latin or some shit.
Yeah, and like history
So
and bullshit.
funny.
I'm like, you actually could not have paid me enough money to guess that.
No, never. Anything else about Mexico? I can't stop saying gracias.
She can't. It's
so embarrassing. I keep doing it, like, because like
you
obviously
don't even say it good.
It's like the only thing I really know how to say, which is it's really upsetting to me because my dad is fully fluent in Spanish. He was a linguist in the Air Force and learned Spanish.
He has so much lore.
He learned Spanish as an adult. Like he was taught it. He lived in like Monterey, California for like 6 months learning it. And then he went to
Wait, he learned it as an adult?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Like he literally like got kicked out of college because he didn't have enough money to pay for his semester. And so then he was like, I don't know what to do. So he joined the Air Force. They made him be a linguist. And so then he literally got shipped to California, started learning it, like had never learned Spanish a day in his life. And then he went to like, I believe like either Mexico or Costa Rica, I can't remember where, for like a year and was like fully immersed where they only spoke Spanish to him. So he just like had to learn it. So my dad's like very fucking fluent, literally.
Who does he speak Spanish to now?
No one. So like, that's the thing. Is he and my dad, no matter how, like my dad like could have the full conversations. My dad was translating for the Air Force. My dad would always like just like be like, I'm not good. Like we would, my family would be like, please, like we'd like need him to translate with somebody that was speaking Spanish. And he'd be like, no, like we had neighbors that moved in next to us in Chicago that like came from somewhere Spanish speaking and they only spoke Spanish. And like I remember one of their kids came into our garage and just took one of our bikes and the kid only spoke Spanish. My mom's like, please tell him to stop and bring the bike back, please. And my dad's like, I don't know, like my accent's really not that good. My mom's like, I don't care, like please tell him, like whatever.
He like faked it. He like lied about it this whole time.
Like literally. But no, my dad, like I've heard him have conversations, like he's fully fluent. But anyway, my parents told me one day, they were like, oh yeah, we were gonna do, I forget what it's called, but it's when you speak to your baby. One parent speaks in English and one parent speaks in the other language. And so then your kid just grows up learning both. My dad was gonna speak to me in Spanish. So I would be fluent in Spanish because like, you know, you just like pick it up so easy when you're a kid. I am so fucking pissed that they didn't do that. And now I would have to like take the effort to learn it. I took like 4 years of Spanish and genuinely my dad was the only reason I got through that shit like with an A because I don't retain any of it. But my dad would always help me with like my homework and stuff and whatever. But God, like I wish I could speak another language. I think that'd be so cool. And I think once you have another language, like if you have Spanish down, it's way easier to learn like French and all of these other languages. And it's just like, it's so fucking cool to be able to speak another language. But basically gracias is the only thing I really like. I mean, I know a couple words, but I can't stop saying it to people in New York City. Like I'll be like, gracias, like, and then I'm like, why did I just say that to the coffee shop worker? That's so embarrassing. Like he thinks I'm like this pick me, try hard weirdo. Like, you know, that's just like a middle-aged dad who just says like hola and shit for like no reason or like quesadillas, like whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
If you haven't listened to our episode with Hallie's dad, it's my favorite episode. Like whenever Hallie's dad gets brought up in a conversation, like I get the biggest smile on my face, which is the opposite situation I have with my father when he's brought up. But like I love to talk about his lore. Like he's just like, the coolest guy.
Oh my God. He is cool. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do you watch Dancing with the Stars?
No. I mean, I obviously see the lore on
Okay,
TikTok.
so I don't watch it either, but I meant like, do you watch TikTok versions of it?
I don't even know if I watch the dances. I literally just keep up with the I just keep up with the like TikToks that the actual people are making, like Alona and like Brooks and that guy has
So they got eliminated last night.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about.
Honestly, thank God.
Like, well, I was watching some of the like their dances like on TikTok, and like she's actually really improved, but people just hated them so much because like they're like playing the whole like relationship card thing. But like they're both very attractive people. Like I was entertained by their relationship.
Yes, the thing that got me was when they clearly called the paparazzi on themselves.
Oh yeah, when they're getting tattoos.
And then he literally like leans down, starts making out with her, and she's getting a tattoo. And like I just was imagining the tattoo artist like
being like, please fucking
like he's tattooing her literal vagina while they're making out, and like I don't know.
It's like paparazzi
and the
flashing.
paparazzi is just like, that got me. But I mean, like, I obviously have nothing against them. And like,
You know, they have like a really big age gap.
They do?
Yeah, you know how old she is?
40?
She's 26.
She's 26?
Yes. I'm not kidding. No, I'm like 99. That's what TikTok said. I'm not even kidding. Because I didn't know that either. Not to like age.
Is she
women.
not? I mean, this.
She looks very mature and like beautiful. That's
no,
what,
she's
like,
super pretty. I didn't know that.
Sorry, she's 28. My bad.
Wait. You're the same age as her?
Okay, I'm 27.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real. Oh my god, no. Okay.
You know how old he is?
I confused her with somebody.
Do you know how old he is?
40?
He's 41.
Oh wow, okay.
Like a big age gap.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's really sexy.
No, he is. And also, I think, like, personally, like, an age gap of that, like, I mean, that's, like, what, like, 12, 13 years?
Not good at math.
13 years. I think that's, like, when you're 28, like, 29, like, well, your, like, prefrontal cortex is definitely developed. Like, in your late 20s, I think that that's, like, totally fine to date a 40-year-old. Like, I don't think that's
No, I think that's fine, too. I just didn't realize that they had that big of an age gap.
Okay, I didn't mean that she's 40. Like, I think she looks so great. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I, like, confused her with somebody else. Like, I thought, this whole time, I thought she was this other person who's a mom. And I don't know why. Like, and so, like, in my head, like, I don't even know. But she's, like,
I think
gorgeous.
he also just has, like, a very mature... I don't mean mature as in old. I mean mature as in, like, sharp bone structure, like, giving...
Where is she
from?
Face.
What? She's a model.
Besides that, just literally a model?
I'm sure she has many other talents.
Like, I'm saying, is that how she got, like, her, like, kind of fame? Like, why is she on Dancing with the Stars?
She, like, her interest as supermodel.
Okay.
So I think that's...
She was just, like, a model for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if she was, like, on a reality show or something. No?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
But my knowledge is not that deep.
Okay. Is Riley and
Steven, they're still there.
Pommel Horse still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was really excited when he got on Dancing with the Stars. To be honest, I used to watch that as a kid. Have had zero desire to pick back up again. But when he got picked to be on, I was pretty excited because I was really loving him during the Olympics.
Yeah. He's cutie.
And people were making like Hey Steven memes like Taylor Swift, and I was really enjoying that.
Okay.
Because, you know.
Is Alona still on? Or
yeah, she's still on.
Okay.
Yeah. And she had like a rough week last week. I don't even watch the fucking show, but I watch the recaps on TikTok. I find them interesting. But she did really good last night.
Oh,
good for her.
Good. Okay. Is that Danny guy still on?
He is. He's actually doing really, really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Joey's still on.
Yep, he's crushing. He still's got a 10.
He hasn't?
No, but I think he deserves. He's a really good dancer. Like, he's done a really good job.
Okay, period.
I just want to say, like, I only know my Dancing with the Stars knowledge through Macy Thompson. If you guys don't follow Macy, she's like full of bits. Actually, we'll talk about her in a second. She's part of this too. We'll get into that in a minute. But she posts all of her thoughts as she watches it, and that's how I get my knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, cute. Yeah. I just don't have the attention span to like sit there and watch that show, but I like hearing about it on TikTok for sure.
Yeah. Last night went to the. Speaking of supermodels, last night went to the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Insane. Like, why did we get invited? Is my question.
I don't know.
I was like, oh damn, but really
not
sick.
arguing with it.
No, not at all. Really fucking cool.
Guys, I love Jasmine Tookes. I think she's fantastic and just like really an icon. And I don't really follow like many like celebrity type people, but I love her.
Yeah.
Like I love everything about her.
I saw a video
I have no complaints.
I saw a video about her that was like rich people who rich right.
Yes, I love that video, and that's so true. She like married like this founder of Snapchat.
Yeah, CEO or something. I don't even know. And
he was like a founder. He was like, I think he might have sold. I don't know, but he
like took her to Amangari or whatever, that place in Utah, and then like took her like on a private helicopter to this rock, and then they got like engaged or something.
Yeah, and like, she has that literal rock on her finger.
Yeah,
like it's gigantic. And everything she owns is designer. Like everything, like I bought things just because like she posted having them. I'm like she is my influencer.
Yeah, I get that. But like I also like am not in the same tax bracket, so I can't afford most of the things that she has. But like I like to pretend I can. Yeah. No, she's gorgeous.
But she got like she had one walk yesterday. I was so sad because like I was most excited to go to see her because she announced she was walking again. She's like an OG. Like when she wore the fantasy bra years ago, I was like so fucking excited. And her picture on TikTok is like her profile picture is still the picture of her walking in that bra.
Oh,
I think it was such an iconic time for her, and I
love that.
I'm so sad she only walked one time.
Yeah, I get that. The show was really great though. I think I saw a lot of people shitting on it on TikTok.
Yes, people were like it's low budget. I'm like, it does seem a little bit lower budget than some shows in the past. I will say
I
that.
don't know
Also,
because
like,
I think of the tech. I think it was just more technology forward, whereas in the past, like the sparkly stage and stuff like that, like it
Yeah.
was more like I guess they had it more decked out. While this was more clean and crisp. But I mean, they had like people rising from the fucking ground.
yeah. So I didn't watch it on like the TV, so I'm not sure like what parts were showing, like what angles and stuff. You know, like I watched it obviously just being in person, so
Mhm.
like maybe I didn't get the full effect of like how many people were actually like raising, going down, and going up, and all of that.
Yeah.
But, like I thought it was really fun.
I-
The dancing was great. Like, I've enjoyed the
Yeah.
performances. Cher was there. I love Cher. Like I was so happy to see her. Like, do you believe in life after love? I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing I will say, one, made me laugh. I was like watching and people were complaining about Lila Moss walking or whatever. And, like,
Short
whatever.
as shit.
Okay, but this is the thing. I still think it's cute. I think one, it's fun to have some diversity of all kinds. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, like be diverse to her.
Justice for short people.
But
What?
I am saying like, no, I do think like to an extent, like I think it is like you have to be 6 foot or you can't walk. I think it's cute that her mom walked and so did she. Like I think
Yes,
that's
that
fun.
was
I think
sweet.
that's fun. But I get at the same time, like it is definitely there's a whole conversation to be
With
had about
nepotism.
nepotism in the modeling industry because there's people who like really deserve it, like work their ass off, and then like people that are 5 foot just get to walk right in because their mom. But at the same time, sometimes that's just how the world works. And unfortunately, like brands are gonna want like the daughter of Kate Moss
And
because
people
that's
are
sick.
bitching about it, and it gets more attention. Like
Yeah.
press is press.
But guess how tall the internet claims that Lila Moss is?
4'10".
5'6". There's no way that she is 5'6".
That girl is under 5 foot.
Like maybe in a 3-inch heel, she's 5'6". Even that, I would be like, wow. She looks very short, but she's gorgeous. My only note on the Victoria's Secret fashion show after kind of like digesting it and everything, I do wish there was more bombshell blowouts. The hair was not herring for some, like why'd they have Candace in a slick back ponytail?
Yeah, there was a lot of slick backs.
Which I think is cool to modernize it, I guess. But at the same time, I feel like after like, 5 years of the show not being there, like that's so iconic for them. I just think it would have been fun. Like Lila Moss had like a weird crimp in her hair. Like
Yeah, no, I would
put her in a bombshell blowout.
Yeah.
Like give them some, I want to see the rollers and I want them to have like huge, voluminous, like that iconic hair. I think that would have been fun. That's my only kind of note.
Also, like I love serving face. I think it's so important to serve face. I like sometimes when the fashion show, like when they're like, hey, you know, and like
Yeah.
there wasn't much of that, which I like to smile. Like I love that, maybe a little bit of both. I would have
Yeah.
appreciated that.
Adriana Lima was very much like,
Yeah. Depending on who it was, but there's some people who there was no face that was breaking.
Yeah.
Like that face was being served and that was it.
yeah, that's so true.
Who's your favorite Nepo baby?
Lily Rose Depp.
Hmm?
Lily Rose Depp.
Oh,
I love her. Think she's iconic. She's so hot. She's so cool. Everything she does is a slay. I never watched the Idol or whatever that she was in,
me
but
neither.
I heard she served cunt in it. So
Period.
who's yours?
I really, really do love Emma Roberts,
Yeah, I just learned that she was Julia Roberts' niece.
which is crazy to
niece,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, I've loved her since Unfabulous. You probably don't even
don't
know
know what
what
that
the
is.
fuck that is because you were so young. There was a show that used to be on Nick, and it was called Unfabulous, and it was
Nick.
wasn't that what it was called?
Nickelodeon, yeah, but Nick just made me laugh.
Okay, I can't remember what it was. You get the fucking point. Anyways, she was on Unfabulous, like it was her show, and it was like so good. And like she just has so many good movies. I just like really love her. But also like recently, Gracie Abrams.
Okay.
I really enjoy her stuff too.
Yeah. It'd be so nice to be a Nepo baby. You could basically just be like, I want to do, like, you could just pick whichever career you want to go into: modeling, acting, singing,
And
dancing,
no one can tell
anything,
you no.
and you are going to be successful, even if you're not that good. Like, I mean, like, I'm not saying Gracie Abrams is talented, like
Talent.
Emma Roberts is talented, like whatever. But at the same time, like, I'm sure also like you have the best connections in the world to have vocal coaches from when you're 2 years
Yeah.
old. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like if you have a dream. Like,
it'd be so nice. But
but it's also so great to just, be normal.
but I mean, I love like everybody loves like a work your way up success story type of thing. Like I feel like that's fun.
Do they?
To an extent, yeah. Like
Because-
everybody loves like Frances for that reason, you know? Like
Yeah, true. But like not when it comes to influencers.
no, influencers.
Like if you didn't start rich, you can't ever have money.
It is weird, yeah, because there's a lot of people who could like get away with posting the most ridiculous shit. And I think it's because people originally have accepted in their brain,
they only know them as rich.
This person's like rich, right? And then it's like, I don't even consider myself to be rich at all. But obviously I have like disposable income, a good amount of it. And I feel like it's like then if I spend money because I started like having $2 in my pocket, that it's like,
you're out of touch.
Oh, you're out of touch. This is fucking ridiculous. And it's just kind of like.
But they would never call someone out of touch, or they wouldn't be upset about someone being out of touch if they only were ever rich.
Yeah.
Because they only know them with money.
I like genuinely don't think I'm out of touch in the sense of like I still am very much aware, even if I am spending like whatever on a bag.
Like, bitch about it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm very much aware. Like I'm like, oh,
like
God,
they'll be like, oh, if like someone who's rich buys a bag, it's like, oh, that's so cunt. If you did not start rich, then you buy a bag, you could be donating this money to other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Which like, why can't it also just be cunt?
I know. Yeah.
Shit happens though.
It
finally got cold in New York.
I know.
Like it's chilly here. Like I walked out this morning, my skin's cracking.
I know.
It's terrible. It's like already, it's cold, it's dry, it's not fun, but all you can do is grab your Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty and get your skin moisturized again.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been using that. My skin gets really dry.
That's all I have on right now.
The colder months. Yeah. It makes you glowy. It makes you gorgeous. It's my favorite.
And it's like keeps you moisturized throughout the day too, which is like so important. And I have really sensitive skin. Like my eczema flares up so bad during this time of year. And that is so soothing because it's so good for sensitive skin.
Yeah.
I just need 5 tubs of it right now.
No, I get that. Yeah. Obviously, you guys know I've struggled with like hormonal acne and stuff. And I feel like my skin is very sensitive to products if they're like really fragrant and like I will break out. So I love using things that don't cause that for me. Yeah, so if you guys want to get yourself some Ultra Repair Cream, you can go to firstaidbeauty.com/diaries for 20% off. That's firstaidbeauty.com/diaries for 20% off the whole site.
Yeah, so you need some good holiday gifts or stocking stuffers, things like that coming up. Definitely make sure you hop on there.
Yeah, they have travel size too. So if you need to go home for the holidays and you
definitely packing that for Amsterdam.
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of travel coming up, going back for Christmas and stuff like that too. So be bringing all of it with me.
Good goodies to give people too.
Yeah.
Spread the moisture.
Spread the moisture.
Spread the Ultra Repair Cream.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get anything, go to firstaidbeauty.com/diaries for 20% off. That's firstaidbeauty.com/diaries. I'm getting my house renovated right now. I think I've said this, but like the washer and dryer situation was really fucked up in my house. They're like redoing my closets right now. I'm not there. So I just like am blindly trusting this guy. He's done a good amount of work in my house, so it's totally fine. But I'm just like leaving my door unlocked for him and letting him just like come and go, like whatever. But he locks it every night. But I'm just like trusting him.
Don't break in.
Yeah. I'm trusting him to not steal my shit, but he's not going to. It's totally fine.
I don't think he needs a revolve haul.
No, I know. No, he doesn't. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, he's
like the Grinch. You come home, there's no Christmas decorations.
No, literally. No, but I mean, I have cameras all over my house and stuff. And so like, I just get notifications every second, like motion detected. I'm like, oh my God. And then also I just signed the contract. I'm getting my floors all redone. I'm leaving the original floors because they're all hardwood, but they're like the house is just so fucked up. There was this old couple living there and like, I don't know what they were doing.
They were old.
Yeah. But they were also like renovating stuff because there is some newer parts, like whatever. But then I don't know. But basically
got too old.
The floors they're like so mobile and fine. But like I've met them multiple times. Anyway, part of the floors downstairs, they're all the same, but like part is sanded down like more matte, and then the other part is like glossed. And it's like, why? I don't understand that. And then upstairs is a different floor that is like the most like vibrant, like it feels like neon orange to me. It's just a very like ambery orange kind of pine. I hate it personally. I want it to all be like beachy sandalwood kind of. It's literally a beach cottage. Like why is it orange? You know, I don't like it. And I like got my stair railing refinished. And like once I did that, I couldn't look at the floors anymore because it felt so like just fugly with the stair railing. I don't know. I can't explain. So I'm getting all of the floors in my house sanded down and then bleached and like refinished. So I have to move every single item of furniture out of the house. So I have to do that roadway, yay, is coming
Shout
to move my stuff into storage for a couple weeks. So I'm like not super excited to have to go deal with all of that, like get every piece of furniture out of my fucking house for weeks, then get it all moved back in. But it's going to be worth it in the long run. But it's also like November's kind of a busy month for me and just like shit I have to do. Like we're going to Amsterdam. So
Guys, I'm so excited.
yeah, I'm really excited. If you guys have Amsterdam.
I'm trying to get Hallie to smoke weed with me for the first time.
Um,
And I'm so confident I can make it happen. Like I'm
no.
delusionally confident.
No.
But I'm really looking forward to this experience together.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I have my outfits for Amsterdam already. I'm so excited. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun.
This is so funny. So we have a group chat with like our friend Keon. We talk about Keon all the time. He's been on the podcast before. Great guy.
He's literally that sound that's like, I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just me and you and us and your friend Steve.
He is Steve. Keon will third wheel, fifth wheel, eighth wheel, everything, ninth wheel, whatever the odd numbers are. He does not give a fuck, which I love about him. And like, as he should, because like we're all good friends, but it's just like so funny because like I texted in our group chat. I hope he doesn't hear this. He's gonna be so sad. But I was like, as a joke, I was like, oh, Keon, like we're going to Amsterdam. You coming? Because like it's 4 couples. And he's like, what are the dates? And I was like, I sent it to him. He's like, oh my God, so down. I'm like, okay, period.
No, he's
I
literally
did not
so
think
down.
he was serious. And he called me this morning, said that he bought his flight.
Like he actually is coming. And then he's like, well, I need somebody to stay in a hotel with me, like whatever. She's bringing his brother. So
we're rocking with them. They're
Yeah.
rocking with us.
we're gonna have so much fun. That does make the dinner reservations a little
hefty. It's like 10 people.
10-person dinner.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start booking those ASAP.
Yeah.
If you guys have
honestly.
recommendations of large parties.
Yeah, let us know what to do in Amsterdam. But I'm very excited. It should be a great group. So I'm looking forward to being in Amsterdam with everybody. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Tell Me Lies season 2 finale is out right now. I need to go watch it.
I'm gonna be honest. You asked if you could tell me something, but I saw a clip on TikTok this morning and I just happened to watch it because I couldn't swipe away fast enough, and I was like, nah, I need to know what happens. But I don't know if it was the finale.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, get off.
Okay.
This comes out so late. If you haven't seen it, it's on you. She's like, when they were in an open relationship, that part? Or was that like the
Who?
Oliver and Marianne?
That's not. I don't.
Okay, so that was probably from the finale that I saw.
She knew that they.
Yeah, and she confronts Bree.
Okay, no, that has not happened.
Okay.
Basically, Bree.
Well, I watched that.
Bree was at her. They had a Christmas party.
Yeah, I saw the earrings.
And yeah, then she left her earrings on purpose, and then the professor, like Marianne or whatever,
Wore
walks
them.
in wearing them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
On TikTok or on Reel?
Online. On
Okay.
the internet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was what happened at the very end of the last episode.
I thought
And
okay.
then Steven told Lucy like that he like loves her.
You know all the
whatever.
worst parts of me, and you still want to fuck me, and they had
Yeah.
sex.
No, they didn't have sex yet.
Okay, well, shut the door. They're gonna have sex.
Probably.
There's no, you're not shutting the door to like not fuck after that.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Diana. She's kind of a cunt, but also like,
No, she has a plan.
what do you mean?
I feel like she just has a plan.
Okay, I don't know.
She's vibing.
Well, yeah, Steven treats her like shit and she just lets him. But at the same time, like I kind of feel
I
bad
don't
for
think
her.
she failed her LSAT.
Oh, okay.
Like I think she's just like I think she has a plan. Like I just like think that she just like is like too smart to not pass that.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I don't see failing for her.
Okay.
I see her lying about failing to like be manipulative some way somehow.
Okay.
That's what I'm rooting for at least.
Okay. Let's hope.
Yeah. So I'm excited to actually. I don't have the attention span for shows anymore. I've realized.
Okay, I don't either. And the entire first season of
Which
Tell
is
Me Lies,
crazy.
and-
I'm sorry, because if you used to follow me, I used to only post TV content. And I used to watch hour-long episodes of everything all day, every day.
I know.
It's a big jump for me.
No, I used to watch Game of Thrones, which like literally is the most difficult show on the planet to watch. Like it's every episode's so long. There's so many seasons. And I would watch that like without ever picking up my phone. I'd be so invested and they're just having like conversations half the time. I can't believe I used to watch that. I don't think I could get through it anymore. I have
I
no
feel with
attention
every
span.
show now. I'm like, what happened to me?
But I will say, I was like, cause Reed is always there and I'm watching the show with Reed. I will just be on my phone the whole time, like, but I'm listening, and I'll like occasionally pick my head up and look at the screen for like a second. But I'm gonna be honest, I'll just be doing whatever, and then if something kind of happens, I'll be like, wait, what happened? And then I'll have him tell me, right? And so the entire like first and half of the second season of Tell Me Lies, that's what happened. Like I didn't really watch the show, if I'm being honest. I just kind of like learned what was happening through him and through listening a little bit. Then like he wasn't there, and I was like, okay, I want to keep watching. I put my phone down. I actually watched the TV, and I was like, wait, this is really good.
I think I need to get better boundaries of my phone.
Wait, why have I not been doing this? I was like, wait, I actually really understand the storylines. Like, I'm going to be honest, I don't understand half the people's storylines because I wasn't paying good enough attention throughout the first whatever. But now I'm like fully invested, and I was like, wait, I really need to see the like last episode. I think it have a hard time getting into the show, you know? But then once
I'm into all of it. I just like don't have the, I think I need to like lock my phone up after a certain point in the day.
Yeah.
Because like the real problem is I'm just mentally always grinding.
Okay.
Like I'm always just thinking of something.
Sure.
I need to like lock my phone away like seriously so I can like actually pay attention to things again.
I get that.
I miss that. I used to really enjoy TV.
Yeah.
And now I'm really behind on everything, which is like not fun.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Oh, Outer Banks season 2 is, or season 4, I think. Yeah, 4 is out. I'm really excited to watch it. Reed tells me every TV show is like he'll be like, oh, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. He wants to watch like The Bear or something, like kind of more.
Is there even a new season
of The Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out just a little not too long ago.
Know.
But I never even watched it anyway. It doesn't matter. But like that's like whatever. And like the only time I watch TV, the reason I say this, I'm not saying he dictates what I watch, but the only time I watch TV really is like late at night when he's also sitting there. So we do have to like kind of compromise on shows. And so I was like shocked. I was like, oh, I'll watch like Outer Banks while he's gone. And then he was like, I've watched every season of that show. Like, I want to watch it. And I was like, oh, period. So I had to wait until he got back because we haven't been together in like the past week. So now I'm really excited to watch it. Oh, also, I bought a pool table for my dining area, like whatever. The space across from my kitchen. There was like a really gigantically awkward space that like is something needed to go there. And it was either going to be a dining table. But then I was like, I'll never use a dining table.
We have the bar at home.
Yeah. So I was like, wait, a pool table would look like sick there. So, and like Reed loves pool, so we got a pool table. Really fun. He ordered these like New York Yankee like pool balls or whatever. Like they have like the little symbol and they're really cute. Like I think they'll look like, I think the table's just gonna look really kind. Like, but he's like literally sitting there like it was giving me like, he's like picking up the balls, like throwing them, like spinning them in his hand. He's like feeling them. He's like, too small. They're too small. I'm gonna have to get different ones. And I'm like, they look fucking.
Aren't all pool balls the same size?
I don't even know. He said they were too small. I have no idea how. He's like measuring them, like whatever, and I'm like,
they're all the same size.
I don't know.
Standard size.
I know. I don't know. He's like, they're too small. I can't explain it. I don't know. But he was very serious about it. I do think he's gonna have a panic today because we don't have sticks, but the table's going to be there, and I feel like he's gonna like be itching to play so bad that he's like gonna have to go get sticks somewhere.
As he should.
Yeah. Oh, and I thought like, not that I give a fuck. I'm gone. They're doing it right now, but I was like, oh, it'll be quick. Like I'm sure they'll just like bring it up. Whatever. He told Reed it takes 3 to 4 hours to install this thing.
That's crazy. I guess it's like probably a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I guess. I kind of thought it was like just big. All one that they brought up. You know they have to level it, but I don't know. I was just kind of surprised. I was like, oh, wow, okay. I'm not going to be there for that, so bye.
Take a hot minute.
Yeah.
In Mexico, we got these in like our goodie bags. It's Kinsey Elizabeth's game. It's from a shop friend of mine. Her and Macy also did cards together. I'm not sure if this is the pack or not.
Is there multiple packs?
I'm not sure, if I'm being honest. Do you think you're ever truly ready for anything? Marriage, kids, career changes, etc.?
I guess that's such a deep question. I don't know. I feel like to an extent, yes, but also you can always say you're ready for kids or marriage, but you have no idea what's to come and shit can get really hard and you might not be ready for it, even if you think you are. Like,
yeah, I don't think you can ever really prepare that great for really anything out there.
You can say you're ready for marriage and be like, oh, like I feel so confident in this, and then people get divorced. It's like shit happens, life changes, and I think that it's like, I don't think as much as you can plan for shit, like you really can't ever be prepared for what's to come.
Think I'm gonna get divorced?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
No, it's
like,
a question.
No, I don't think so. But I'm just saying, like, you just like people can change. Like, I don't know. Shit can happen. People can I'm not speaking about
I'm
you,
kidding.
obviously, but I'm just saying, like, you can have the greatest person ever and then they can like lose their parent and then they like get depressed and shit gets really hard and then you guys can't handle that as a couple. And oh, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Period.
I feel like even if you meet somebody at a time of life and it's really great, you just never know. So that's why I try not to judge, like, if people get divorced quickly or whatever. Like, you don't know.
There's so many things.
Yeah. And, like, having a kid, like, you can be like, I'm so ready. And then your kid can have, like, a crazy disability that you have to then deal with and navigate
Navigate your
that.
life,
And,
yeah.
like, that changes your whole, what you were planning for because now you have to da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. Craziest drug-related story.
I literally have already talked about it on here. It's like when I fucking was high for fucking 3 fucking days.
Oh, yeah. And you had, like, an orgasm that scared you or something?
Yes, I thought I was gonna die. Like I literally thought I was gonna die. It was terrible. I can't even. I have big PTSD. I can talk about it.
I've never done a drug besides, like, smoke weed, and I really don't even think I ever really did.
Oh, that was the worst one. Guys, I tried to get Hallie to smoke weed with me once. Like, no,
Oh, I was talking about, like, in high school.
I know, but I want to talk about this. But I wish, like, being high got the best of me. I was in such a good mood because I was like really feel like a really good amount of high. That was like now's the time to try to convince Hallie to smoke with me, and I got her to agree. But I was like too high to like be a good person to smoke with, and so like it didn't work out great. And I think I really ruined my one chance I had.
Yeah, I just like don't think I can inhale things into my lungs like that. Like I really just I don't know. It made my lungs like immediately. I literally felt them contract when I like because I hit like a dab pen or whatever, which I feel like also isn't a great thing to use when you don't ever like. I've never even hit like a jewel or anything. Like I literally don't
Vaping is bad.
don't do that at all, and it hurt so bad. Like and it like literally contracted my lungs. Like
Well,
I
to be
also
fair,
have.
I also kept telling you to keep inhaling.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have.
No, it was.
But
bad.
I was high.
Oh my god, that was the worst feeling. I literally could not breathe. Oh, I will never do it again for that reason.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up there. That's on me though.
Yeah.
I also don't do other drugs besides smoke weed every day. Not every day. More often than not. Often.
If she's on vacation and literally can't
No, guys,
smuggle the
no.
drug into that country, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I take tolerance breaks when I go on trips. And I go on trips like every single week. So it's like I constantly have a tolerance break. I do. Like Vegas, no weed. Mexico, no weed. Where else have I been this year?
I don't know.
Where have we traveled recently?
I don't know.
Anywhere we go, no weed.
Okay.
Oh, my turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you believe you can ever be just friends with an ex?
Maybe some people. Like, I think there are people out there that like I don't know. I've seen people co-parent, like really just have no feelings and like are friends with their exes. And I think it works for some people. Personally, like there's not a person. I don't know, because I look back at, like, I thought at the time, oh my fucking God, like, whatever. But now that I'm, like, so moved past that, people from, like, 2 or 3 years ago, that, like, they weren't an ex, so I guess I can't really classify it as that because maybe there was a different level of, like, love there that I didn't have, obviously. But people that I really did, like, have such a crush on and, like, whatever, that I really was like, oh, I could never be friends with them. Like, I do think now if they showed back up in my life and were, like, had mutual friends with my guy friends, like, I wouldn't go out of my way to try to be friends with them. But if I just like had to be in the same friend group as them, I think I could be in a friend group as them and like really have no feelings for them and be like, we're so fine. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think time heals most things, but not all things.
Yeah. Like, I think if Reed and I broke up, no, I couldn't be friends with him. And like I wouldn't. But I don't know. I guess it depends on like just
Depends on the level of the relationship too.
yeah. I don't know, but there's some people that yeah, just like they have to co-parent and they end up being friends and it's great and like I don't know. Yeah. Oh, my turn. Do you believe in fate or free will?
Free will.
Yeah, I think you make your own.
First instinct.
Destiny. Like, I don't really think that, like, oh, I don't know.
Would you ever take back a cheater?
I'm sure people online are like, you already did. Like, I can feel that. Probably not. Probably not. I guess I haven't been in that situation to know specifically, but like probably no.
You guys know there's nothing I don't fuck with more than cheating.
Yeah.
Like that is a choice.
Yeah, I think like obviously like I just think like you can't really like love someone if you cheat on them. Because, like, I just have never had it in my brain, like, oh, like, while being in a relationship, like, I could just, like, hook up with this person one time and, like,
I can't even
like,
comprehend that.
and so, like, I don't know. That would be, like, a different, I just don't like lying, obviously, or dishonesty. So I
That's my
think
biggest
that's
pet peeve.
the issue. And obviously, I think it's hard because I feel like some people maybe have been in a situation where it's like one time
There's
their
things
boyfriend
like
got drunk and kissed somebody, and then it's like, do you hold that against him forever, even if you really think like da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? I think that's like maybe on a different level where, okay, but I think like the emotional, like texting or calling or hanging out with somebody for like months and months, like another girl or something, and you find it in their phone. I don't know. I think it's hard.
I have a zero tolerance for cheating.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I hate more than a cheater. Like, actually, it boils my blood. But again, I can speak into it. It hasn't happened to me personally, but like, based off my past, it would be a hard, absolute zero no, and you're a terrible person.
I just think it'd be hard to come back from specifically cheating because I think that you would have no trust, and then to try to build that trust back is really difficult.
And to like move forward, you have to forgive, and I could never forgive that.
What's your most embarrassing high school memory?
I don't feel like you get embarrassed. Oh, am I answering this?
Both of us. I have mine.
Go ahead.
Okay. This I might have like talked about this. I don't even know. I'll give the really short and sweet version of it. But I was like very much I had no friends going into high school because my entire friend group dropped me because this girl said that we were doing a race, okay? Like we were like all doing a run amok where you like run through the mud, and I was holding hands with these two girls. Like let's just say one's in orange and one's in pink on either side of me. And I'm running, and this girl in blue, who I'm not fucking holding hands with, falls when we're crossing the finish line. We're all holding hands as we cross the finish line. She falls separate of me, like whatever. She gets up, literally looks at the entire group of like 8 girls, and she was kind of like the leader, like whatever of the group. I feel like she was the Regina George in a sense. She looks at everyone and goes, "Hallie pushed me and shoved me to the ground." Everyone's like, oh my God. Mind you, I am 4'8" and 12 pounds. Like, I'm not shoving anyone to the fucking ground, nor would I ever do that. I literally am like, what? Everyone is so mad at me. They're like, we fucking hate you. They kick me out of the group chat next day, start hanging out without me. No one talks to me again. And this is end of 8th grade. So I go into freshman year of high school with 0 friends. Like imagine like everyone's, the entire friend group that I used to be friends with is sitting in front of me and I have no friends because this girl said I pushed her to the fucking ground. Anyway, so I get into student government. That was like the only thing I really had. And I become friends with these other people. And they're like kind of the popular people of my school.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
And we're like killing it, like whatever, having so much fun. And I was like, wow, I like finally have a purpose and like friends. And then I was like the president of the student government like the next year, and like we did it together. It was so fun. Until my senior year, I was like, I'm gonna run for president again. And they're like, cool. Like my friends are like, cool, we're gonna do vice president, we're gonna do this. Great. Then one day, this girl, my best friend, stands up to the class and she's like, everyone, nobody say what you're running for. It'll be really fun and like a surprise. And I wondered why she said that. I was like, that's weird. So then one day she's like in the fucking closet, like whatever, and they're all having a little secret meeting, all these people. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And I find out that my other best friend, who's like a guy, is running for president against me. And he's like more popular than me, and just in the sense like the guys that would run against the girls are always going to win every single time. Like they're going to win. So immediately
Except in our current election.
Yes. But I'm saying like at my high school, they were going to win. So I'm like sitting there and I realize immediately, I'm like, and I'm heartbroken because I'm like, I would have just run for a different position. Like I would have run for like something that like I thought I could win or like whatever. I would never have ever chosen to run for president if I had known he was going to run for president because I knew I was going to lose. And so I was so hurt because they did that on purpose, obviously. So election comes, I lose, no shit. And I was like, and I remember I was just like, I took it like a champ, but I was like, damn. And it was like so embarrassing because everyone kind of knew like, oh, she just got kicked out. And they, like everyone just kind of stopped being friends with me again. And I was like, oh, okay, period. You guys all fucking suck. And then they all came back like later, like texted me like more recently, like in the past couple of years. I'm like, hey, like apologies. Or just like, you're killing it. Like I'm in New York. Would you want to get coffee? And like, I'll forgive, but I don't forget. No.
Period. I can't think of anything. But most of my high school, like, I blocked that time period out of my life, so I don't have any great recollection of that time period.
Okay. What in life matters most to you?
First instinct was money, which I feel like I don't necessarily want to put out there.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's important to be
But it's
financially stable.
But that's what it is. It's the stability.
Yeah.
I really value stability, and I think a big part of stability comes from like being financially stable.
For sure, that's very
and
important
that
to me.
also like it's an important tool to do the things that I like to do throughout life and to have like less stress throughout things and less anxiety. So I think money is that tool, not like
Yeah.
money as a whole, like not like in a certain sense, but for what it can do.
Not
for
like a
me.
fuck bitches get money, but
Yeah.
I'm stable and like feel confident.
Yeah, and like it helps. Like I don't feel like anxious because of it, and I'm not.
No,
like,
money anxiety is so real.
Yeah, like, I do appreciate that. And like not being reliant on a person and being able to be independent, like all those different things,
Yeah.
like are important to me as a whole.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like independence for sure for me.
Yes.
And
More like what money can do for me.
yeah, exactly. And I think like authenticity. Like
Yeah.
for me, I hate a fake bitch and I can see right through it in 2 seconds of any kind. Like it's just I can't stand when like somebody you know that like is authentic with you, like whatever, but then you see them in a group of other people.
I'm like, who the fuck
and
are
it's
you
like,
being right now?
who are you being? Like I literally can't even watch it. Like one thing about us, like we're real.
Like I have to distance myself from these people so quickly because I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because like that is not who you are. I'm like, but also like I like the original version of people.
Yeah.
Like you're allowed to like grow and change and mature and like evolve. But like who you are at your core, like is who you are at your core.
No,
and if
yeah.
like your core changes dependent on who you're around, I can't stand that.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Agree.
Are you in touch with your childhood friends?
Honestly, for the most part, no. Like I don't on a daily basis. No, because I don't think that's a terrible thing. I think you outgrow a lot of people. I am still my OG childhood best friend, Delaney, who I met the first day of school when I moved to Virginia in like whatever grade it was. She's still my best friend. Talk to her, text her every single day. So yes, I guess. And it's like I have friends that I've been friends with since elementary school that I still like when I'm back in Virginia for like a holiday, they'll text me or I'll text them and be like, hey, I'm back. Would you want to go grab lunch somewhere? And
Yeah.
like we'll catch up, but it's not like every single day I'm talking to.
Yeah. The same. I'm like very close with one of my friends from like probably like since we were born. Our moms were good friends, and like she's one of my bridesmaids in the wedding. And then the rest of like my friends, I'm close with like high school people. I feel like because I moved after to a different area of town, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, I don't talk to like really anyone every day besides you.
No,
Like
yeah.
I talk to all my good friends like a good amount, but like we'll FaceTime for like, a couple hours like every once in a while. Like we just like don't talk every day. I don't have the capacity to talk to anyone every day besides like you because we have so much involvement in other shit.
Yeah, exactly. How do you best connect with others?
Talking shit.
Yeah, I think mutual hatred goes a long way.
Like I was going to elaborate. I don't mean like talking shit like in like a bitchy way, but like full connection. Like when you feel like you just get what I'm saying, like you're getting what the energy that I'm feeling towards something.
I think it's like if you
not even like talking shit like as like on a person, but like on like a situation, whatever it may be. Like
Yeah.
you are picking up what I'm putting down. Like you're understanding we're on the same level and vibe. Like that is like
No, that's what I'm saying. If you watch like I'm making up a scenario. I'm not saying this is happening.
It's like
saying,
when your
if
mom
you're at
watches Glee and I can talk to her about Glee.
Okay. Well, I'm saying like if you're like at an event or something and like something happens where you're kind of like, whoa, that wasn't okay. And you're like sitting there like that was weird or like that person behaved terribly or that person like whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody looks at you and they're like, what the fuck? And you're just both like, wait, yeah, that was crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? And then you can like go off of that and you're like, I'm glad you realized that too because that's fucked up. You know?
Yes, exactly.
Like that's I like feel
moments
like I
like
vibe.
we're gonna talk about this in the car because like that was crazy. Like
No.
you don't do that here.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that's like if somebody else gets that and is like also down with that level.
Like when someone's disrespectful towards someone, like for example, like at an event, like we catch it and we'll like, oh, like that wasn't appropriate behavior.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like and getting to like unpack that in the car on the way home is like a very fun moment for me.
For sure.
We're going to Pilates.
Yeah, we're going to Pilates. I'm so glad Jasmine's coming.
I go to Pilates all the time. I had
Just took a little break.
a little hiatus. I'm using it correctly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
because I was sick, but now I'm back to
I'm so glad.
myself.